Hey, this is Jill Billingsley on how to solve the Rubik's Cube. I have yet to find online a quick video that just lists the 7 steps on solving this Rubik's Cube along with the algorithms down below. So this will serve more as a quick condensed version for those of you already somewhat familiar with the Rubik's Cube. I'm going to use white as my front side, and your very first step, making a cross. If white's my middle, the whole cross is going to be white. When you do solve this, you're going to want to make sure that the middle of the second row is also the same as whatever you're solving in the cross. Give you an example. Okay, here I'm going to start my cross, and red is also on the verge of being solved. So keep going. This works. And it's hard to hold a Rubik's Cube sideways. That solved orange. And we've got the cross. Blue, red, green, orange. That's somewhat solving the second row too. Now you're going to solve for the corners. In order to solve for the corners, you're going to be looking for a piece with white. Let's start with, I've got red and green. So I'm going to find the red and green side. This is my red and green cube. Red and green right here. This is my red side, green side. And this cube needs to be put up here. This is the wrong one because it's not green. The algorithm you're going to use for the second step, solving the white corners, is right inverted, down inverted, right, down. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. And that brought that cube right up there. Now we're going to look for other cubes that need solving. We've got orange and green. This is the orange and green side. Moving it up here, same step. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. After you can see the first whole layer is solved, step 3 is solving the middle layer. So okay, my cube was just like this. I want my middle blues to match. So there I go. That matched up all the rest because this bottom's solved. Yellow is going to be my new top. White's my bottom. And what I'm going to do is look for making a row of 3. This was turned over. I'm going to stick this middle piece that's blue and red, middle into middle sides. This side would be red and blue, so this middle needs to be pushed right over to here. The algorithm you're going to use to push a cube to the right is up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. And if I did that right, you can see the blue and red, it went from up there to the side. Now, I'll do the same. This piece was over here, I moved green to make a row of 3. It's red and green, and this side should be red and green. So I'm going to move this piece over here. We've got our orange and blue needs to be pushed over to this side, which is my left. The algorithm for that would be up inverted, left inverted, up, left, up, front, up inverted, front inverted. Now it put it in the right spot, except it's backwards. So I'm gonna continue this pattern by putting this one in the wrong place until mine flips around. Here we go again, this piece moving over to this side. There, we got the second row solved. Okay, at this step, you're either gonna have, as your new top, which is yellow, one dot, an L, like that, backwards L, or horizontal bar. If you have a dot, you're gonna repeat the step 3 times. If you have the L, you're gonna repeat the step 2 times. I have the bar, this is the best step, I'm gonna repeat the step 1 time. This is step number 4, here's the algorithm. Gonna be. I'm using red as my friend right now. Front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. What that gives you is the cross. Step number 5, you want to make sure that there's all these middles are solved. These two are not solved. So I'm gonna leave these 2 solved ones alone and make orange, my unsolved side, my new front. The algorithm you're going to use to get the middles all the same is right, up, right inverted, up, right, up, up, and right inverted. Now we'll see all these 3 sides are done. All we have left is finding the correct corners. I have one that's in the correct place. It's red, yellow, and blue. That makes red my new friend. The algorithm you're going to use is up, right, up inverted, left inverted, up, right inverted, up inverted, left. That changes the placements of the corners, and that has put all my corners in the correct spot now. Step number 7 is the same step that we did right off the start, the right inverted, right down. You're just going to want to make sure that you don't solve a side that's already solved. So this side's perfect. I'm going to use green as my friend, and I'm going to rotate that solved side away and solve for the rest. Do not lose track of your new friend. My thumb's going to stay on the green side the whole time. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down, right inverted, down inverted, right, down, right inverted, down inverted, right, down, right inverted, down inverted, right, down. I just solved this corner here. I'm going to rotate that top piece, solve this corner. Same exact method. And that is how you solve the cube. Yay! If you like, please subscribe to my channel, give me ideas on different videos I can do. Hopefully that proves to some of you haters that I truly can solve the cube. And hope to hear from you guys.